What up, folks? It's your man NG on Double G, hitting you with a brand spanking new album review. And right off the bat, we got a brand new EP from Big Sean and Hit Boy. This one's called What You Expect. Jumping right into it. This one starts off with this song called Chaos. It's a hard track. It's got this build up with some super clean 808s and some crispy claps. It's got this whirling background instrumentation that adds this dramatic touch. And Sean comes in with this choppy flow, and he rides the beat very well with multiple cadences to match the feel of the track. Got some really clean vocals, and he's talking about his hunger and his accomplishments. It sounds like fight music, and it has some drops to allow Sean to overtake the listener with his vocal performance. He has a line in there where he says, "I'm addicted to C notes, I went up an octave." He's actually using his voice to go up one octave. It sounds pretty cool, and it's pretty clever if you think about it. He also has a line in there where he says, "Money ain't everything, F it, we still want it." Overall, this one's a hard track and it makes you want to get active, and I give this one a thumbs up, and I'm definitely going to be banging it again. It has bars. After that, we jump into the track Into It, and this one follows the vibe of the previous track. Nas opens it up with a monologue, and it has this loop string samples in the background that sound pretty sick with some dribbling 808s. And midway through the beat, there's some drum progressions, and the whole beat just kind of switches a little bit. It has this sick bass line progression that transitions, and the beat switches, and it turns into like these Madlib type of feel with the drums. Sean takes off immediately with this fast flow. He's bouncing off the drums, and it sounds like maybe like some Kendrick type flows, and he's addressing the things that he loves and seeing no end to it. The flow switch back and forth with the beat, and it sounds like a song of determination. The beat switches and adds this feel to the track, and he has a line in there where he says, "Headlight, headshot, leave your vest out." I thought that was pretty tight. It felt pretty tough, just like hearing it makes you feel kind of G. He also says, "Don't take me out the game, and if I'm hurt," I can relate to that because some people are just strong fighters, man, and some people just want to get carry on until they win. Overall, this one, it's a hype track, and I think it's perfect to hit the road to. After that one, though, we get The One. You might recognize the SWV sample in the beginning. The beat progresses, and it picks up with some pianos and some strings. It's got some keys that sound really magical as it goes on. It's really consistent with the bass line, and it has these atmospheric keys that just add this touch to it and makes you feel like you're inside of the music. Sean comes off with these bars on bars on bars on bars. It's this easygoing flow, and it has these fun moments that you're going to remember. He drops multiple quotables where he says confident lines, and they have really clever wordplay. He says this one part where he's talking about taxes, and he says, "They're only taking the money because I got it." And he also has another one where he says he's so rooted that a hurricane to him is just a light breeze. I thought that was pretty sick itself. Overall, this song picks up and you catch more bars to each listen. It has the dope SWV sample in the background, so it's automatically gonna stick to you. Halfway through the EP, and we get to the track Loyal to a Fault, and this one's featuring Bryson Tiller and Lil Durk. I think this one's okay. I'm not really feeling it as much. It has some orchestral and vocal samples in the opening, and it has some really crispy drums with the 808s are really knocking, and the toms sound like maybe like some Playboy Cardi type stuff. It's pretty mid-tempo, and Sean swings in with this laid-back flow, and he's kind of forgettable, and he addresses wanting someone who's no good for him. Durk comes through. He has a delivery that's more appealing to the beat, as it seems like it's more of like his avenue of rap, and it's more of a song that he fits on. He has some cool effects and some vocal distortion at the end of his verse that sound pretty cool. I wasn't really feeling this one that much. Moving on to the next track, we get to Offense, and this one's featuring Babyface Ray and 42 Dugg. Jumping into this one starts with some beautiful R&B samples. It's got some transitions, and it quickly goes into this upbeat bass heavy beat that has this low-key melody in the background, and the drums remind me of Mr. Me Too by the Clips and the Neptunes. Sean comes through with, he's sounding well seasoned with his flow. It's pretty fun and bouncy. He's hitting all the pockets with these clever bars and some subtle beat changes that kind of add this texture and feeling to the song that you don't get from the beginning. I feel like the features are okay. Babyface Ray is not really my deal. I don't know, it's kind of not really hitting it for me, but 42 Dugg does steal the show, as his energy is up there and his delivery is right there in the pocket. He sounds really good on the track. There's a line in there where Sean says, "I still got new problems with old things." I thought that was pretty clever. I could have done without Babyface Ray's part. It sounds like maybe it's a song for a card game. It's meant for fast-paced activities. It's kind of whatever, but the beat is kind of sick though. Jumping into the last track, I reviewed this one previously, and this one's called What a Life. From this one is an upbeat knocker. It kind of fits the theme of the rest of the songs. The first couple songs, it feels like it's more in tune with those. It's got this knocking beat to it, and Sean gets right to it. He builds up this hype, and it's got this dramatic background instrumentation, and the delivery is really convincing. It has some cool bounce to it, and the raps are kind of hard with this consistent flow. It sounds like it'll fit perfect in one of those 2K video games, and maybe even a commercial for a car or something. The video has some funny clips where Sean's floating around the city, and he has a money phone, and it actually becomes like a money cube. He's also training a model at the gym, and he's getting chased by some brides. And it kind of gives me a Kanye hype track feel, and I could definitely hear Drake on this one. I enjoyed Sean's delivery on this one, especially when he was saying, "I'm making sure my loose ends are tied in." He has a bunch of lines throughout this whole EP, and I think that one was one of the ones that really stuck out. Overall, this is a hype track, and it has loads of energy, and Sean's rapping really well, and it's an easy listening, and it's an easy one to go back to. So there you have it. This is Big Sean and Hit Boys, What You Expect. It's a brand new EP, 6 tracks. I think I like about 4 of them. Let me know what you folks think. Like, comment, and share. Synergy on Double G, us the folks.
Mr. Underground phenomenon, pronunciation Angion. Lose the cynicism, carry on. Brush the shoulder, no more dirty pond. The river's flooded with the golden swan. Cold summer with the birdie song. Swallow pride with a couple tongues. Sipple mode with the razor tongue. Holy smokes with a Tommy gun. Dun 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 dun. Yo, bang your drum if you really going numb. Rid your life of all unpleasant scum. Artificially made, officially raised dudes. No mistakes in this case to replace you. Marathon, feel a jingle in your skeleton. Flow was never sweeter, brown sugar cinnamon. Young cinnamon, what the hell you want? Lose the cynicism, carry on. Continue with the marathon. Feel a jingle in your skeleton. Brown sugar cinnamon, young cinnamon, what the hell you want?